everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Haley. Very first video ever. Super excited. So today we are gonna do a first impressions of the Tarte Full Bloom palette. And this retails for $52. I got it from Macy's because I had a Macy's gift card from Christmas. And I don't know what it is. I've watched a lot of reviews on this. I know some people are saying that it's boring to them. This is the packaging. First of all, the packaging on the actual palette, super gorgeous. To me, this is really inspiring. So it is a huge palette. You can see my Cricut there. But this is what it looks like basically. It is so gorgeous. It has, it's neutrals obviously, but it has like some pinks, some berries, some gray tones. To me, it is everything that I could ever want in a palette as a neutrals lover. So this is limited edition, which is interesting. Obviously Tarte has had its In Bloom palette, which is, I feel like it's 12 pans. I could be wrong about that. I used to have it a long time ago, but I decluttered it years ago. And it wasn't because I didn't like the formula. I did. Also, this smells amazing. Same smell as that one. But I think I just had a lot of other palettes like it at the time. And for me, my hope is that this palette could actually be a replacement for another palette that I really loved. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna get it. This is a very loved palette of mine, as you can tell. And this one is the Too Faced Natural Lust palette. I freaking used the heck out of this one. I just loved it. And what happened was it got old. It's also a very big palette, much like this one. Maybe I'll hold them up side by side for you guys. It got old and then the shadows started to get chalky. You know, most eyeshadow palettes, once you've had them, oh yeah. Oh heck yes, this looks similar. Ah, so excited. It got old and then it got chalky. So I didn't want to repurchase it because I only had it for a couple of years, and as we know, all makeup expires, including eyeshadow palettes. But usually with powders, they can last longer than, say, a cream can. So I was kind of disappointed that eventually the shadows got chalky, especially the shimmers. And I don't know, I went through a big matte phase where I was just all in on mattes for a long time. And so I was mostly using the mattes in that palette. And then when I went in to use the shimmers, they were really disappointing. So I don't know if it just, like I said, got old or if the shimmers, you know, just aren't my favorite. I usually really like the shimmers in the tin Too Faced palettes, like the Peach Perfect and stuff like that. So that is, you know, kind of the explanation. And then when I saw this one and it looked so similar, I was like, I think this is going to happen. And they were really similar prices too. So I was like, you know what, instead of buying that one that eventually when it got old started being disappointing, let me get one that looks similar and see if I like it the same or even more. Oh, I'm thinking we're going to do a pink look today. I mean, I wore my pink shirt, so might as well, right? To prime my eyes, I have very oily eyelids, but I find when I use the MAC Pink Pot, when I use the matte paint pot in Soft Ochre Classic, I actually only started using this in the past year. This really helps. And at first I was still using the primer potion from Urban Decay underneath this, but then I found I can just use this and it's perfectly fine. So we're gonna start with that. I have a bunch of Sigma brushes that I got, that's loud, Sigma brushes that I got for Christmas from my fiance, which is awesome. And we're going to use those and we're going to just dive right into this palette. And I'm going to do a pink look for you guys today. I'm going to start by taking this fluffy brush and going all in with this shade here, which is called Magnolia. And thankfully this has a really big mirror, which is awesome. Just try to lean in as closely as I can for you guys. I'm one of those people that really likes to start with a nearly white or a beige shade all over. I just find it helps to set, I mean, I did set the paint pot with powder, and we'll talk about that powder at the end, but I do usually, I'm just one of those people. I know I don't see a lot of people doing this anymore, but if there is a shade that's light in the palette, I usually like to go all over my eyelids with it because I think, like I said, I have oily eyelids. It just helps to set it. And next I'm going to take this E27 brush. I'm gonna go in the crease. I think this is gonna end up being more of a purpley look actually. I'm gonna go in the crease with Spring Fling. It's this kind of medium toned purpley pink shade. And I'm just gonna go in the crease. And I'm gonna go in on the other side. Oh, it seems to be blending out better on this side. I think it was my brush was stiff because it needs to be cleaned. Now we're gonna go all over the lid. Brush this off. I'm starting with mattes. I like to start with mattes and then put shimmer over it. And we are gonna go in with this matte shade here, which is called Renew, all over the lid with this kind of bigger brush to pack on the shadow. I'm not seeing, there's some kickback, but I'm not seeing a lot of like fallout. Not too bad, at least from the matte shades. But really, we all know the test is a shimmer shade. This is so pretty. Sorry. I love this shade. Oh my gosh. This is so exciting. So if you guys saw my Instagram, I do have an Instagram. It is Haley J Beauty, same as my channel. And I'm just going in the crease with this too. You'll see that I cheated and I actually opened this palette a few days ago when I got it, but I waited to swatch or anything until I was here with you guys. Well, I'm not even swatching, I'm just going in. But I couldn't help it. It's seriously so pretty. Oh, it's just right up my alley too. I feel like we all have those tones that go really well with like our skin tone. And I feel like peaches and berries go really well with mine. Okay, we need some outer corner action here. So I'm gonna go in with this matte shade Romance, which is an even darker purple. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with that. Even just that, like if I was gonna go out the door, I would probably just leave it like that and then just put on some mascara and go. But we need some shimmer. You know what? Just to use as many shades as possible, I'm gonna go in with this Creative shade. It's really unique. It's more on the matte side, but there's specks of glitter in it, like it's not a metallic. So it's calling out my name, so I feel like I need to use it also in the outer corner. Oh yeah, interesting. Oh yeah, you can kind of see the glitter on there. Oh, that's really pretty. And it's specks of gold glitter, which is interesting. Ooh, so pretty. Wow, I'm really excited about this. So far, at least the mattes are performing even better than the ones in the Natural Lust palette. Okay, now it is time for some metallics, I think. This is a really interesting brush. It is the most interesting brush I have because it's got this angle, but it's also really good at packing on certain shadows, not every single shadow, but certain ones. So I like to kind of try this brush and see how it goes with this and how much product I can get on my lids. And if that's not working super well, I'm going to switch over to just my finger because, you know, as most of us know, with any kind of like glitter, shimmer, metallic, it tends to be all about using your finger. It's something about that. All right, what is calling out to me? I think we're gonna go in with, we're gonna lighten this up just a little bit, and we're gonna go in with this eye-catching shade, which is kind of it's sort of unique. It's got a purpley pink, gray, silver tone. I just said a million shadows, but a million colors, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna try to get it on this brush here like this. And what's cool about this one is that you can kind of just switch eyes and then you just sort of turn it over because it sort of contours to the shape of your eye. Oh, this is working. Okay, cool. It does not always work for every metallic shade, shimmer shade. Oh, pretty. Something tells me that with my finger, it's gonna look even better. Yeah, it is. It's not working exactly how I would like, so let's go in with, oh, look how pretty that is. It's so soft too. Yep, finger's the way to go with this one. We're just gonna go all over the lid. Oh my gosh, you guys. Metallics are my favorite. It's something about the way that they catch the light and they almost look like your lid is wet. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so pretty. I'm gonna go back in with this and just sort of spread it out a little bit more. Like I said, it's really great for contouring because it sort of fits with the shape of your eye. Beautiful. Oh, I love this. Since we've lightened it up, we're gonna go back in with this fluffier, thinner brush. It's a E33. And let's go in with this shimmer shade called Lotus to just darken up that outer part of my eye just a little bit more since we've lightened up part of it. Oh yes. Yep, so pretty, love it. So I'm definitely gonna add some liquid liner. All right, we are almost done. I am very happy with that, and of course I'll show you guys the end results. I'm gonna take this small angle brush. It's called an E65, and I am gonna go, actually I'm gonna do something I've really enjoyed doing lately. And I'm gonna use that creative shade again, the one with the specks of gold glitter in it, but it's mostly matte. And I'm gonna take it on this small angled brush and put it on my bottom lash line. I always keep it pretty close to that bottom lash line, and I never go all the way in because I feel like my eyes are already small, and so bringing it too far in, same thing when I don't use bottom liner very often on the waterline, just because, you know, unless I'm really going for like a sultry kind of look, because I just feel like my eyes are already small and it just makes it look even more small. So I'm just gonna go in with the other side now and just go in with the outer corner with that romance shade, that matte shade, just on the outer corner. Connecting just a little bit. All right, but I think we are done using the palette. I'm gonna go in with my number 7 Stay Perfect Long Lasting Volume Mascara. I really like this mascara. It's a tubing mascara, which If you've been following me on Instagram for a while, oh my gosh. I have issues with mascara. Because of my oily eyelids, mascara usually ends up going absolutely everywhere on me. I'm also a teacher, so like I don't have a lot of time to go to the bathroom and look at how my makeup is doing. And I mean, before I started using tubing mascaras, my eyes would just be black. Even with waterproof mascara. Well, actually, waterproof mascara was better, but not with the masks. For some reason, you know, because it's like your hot breath is going up into your lashes. I really like this mascara. I like that it's drugstore. I think if you like tubing mascaras, that the Thrive Cosmetics liquid lash extensions give more volume. It's something I've noticed about tubing mascaras. I've tried, you know, 3 or 4 different ones. And something that I've noticed is that they're all good at lengthening, but none are really good at volumizing. The best one at volumizing would be the Thrive, but even then it's not that good. You know, like if the Better Than Sex from Too Faced were a tubing mascara, it would be my favorite, just because that's the kind of volumizing that I like. I like to make it look like I have more lashes than I do. I am very happy with this. Very happy. All right. So let me tell you what is on the rest of my face. I have, like I said, I use the Stay Perfect from number 7. I really like this a lot. Wish it was more volumizing. For foundation, I used what everybody's talking about, and it looks so gross. Sorry about that. The packaging on this, not a fan. But it's the Shiseido Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation. It's really good. I like it a lot. It's glowier, and I have more oil. Well, I have combo skin, but it gets pretty oily in the T-zone during the day, especially obviously when I'm wearing a mask, it gets very oily over here. But if you powder it really well, I think it's like the perfect amount of glow. So that, and then I used a combo of the Instant Age Rewind and then the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I like using these together. It always ends up looking really pretty. For bronzer, I use the Silky Matte Bronzer in 1 from Milani. Blush, I used the MAC Blush Please. It's their Glow Play blushes. I really like these. These do not work well under a mask though, just saying. So if I'm not wearing one, like I'm just staying home or I'm just like going into a store or something, it's fine. But all day it doesn't work. The powder I was talking about, I was using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I think everybody knows about that one too. I really like that one. And then for highlight, I did just a little bit of highlight today, and I used the Pearl Luminizer from JCat. And I used the number 7 Radiant, no, not Radiant Lift. Lift and Illuminate powder for under my eyes and to set that paint pot. And I think that's everything. Oh, I brought a lipstick to use. So I might as well put that on. Since we're in more of a cool toned look, I thought this would be perfect. And I think I am going to be right on that. Oh, so pretty. This is Maybelline Color Sensational in Truffle Teas. This is one that Taylor Wynn talks a lot about. It's really good. It's such a pretty cool toned nude shade. Great. And that, my friends, is the final look. Let me take you in front of the lighting a little bit better. But I think it turned out really pretty so far. I am loving this palette. I'm excited to use more shades. It's very big, so I don't know if any shades are a dud yet or duds. But I will definitely keep you guys updated. Something tells me next week I'll be doing a Valentine's Day look with this palette. So subscribe if you would like to see that. Thanks for stopping by, and hit the bell for notifications. Hope you guys have a great day.